What happens when a family celebration meant to be filled with balloons, laughter, and the innocence of a child's birthday suddenly becomes the stage for raw emotion, heartbreak, and unfiltered confrontation? On the surface, it looked like a joyous day. True Thompson's celebration, a lavish event in typical Kardashian style. But behind the glittering decorations and smiling Instagram posts, another story unfolded. A story of loyalty, betrayal, and a sister's painful tears. At the center of it, Kim Kardashian, Khloé Kardashian, and the lingering shadow of Tristan Thompson. As cameras rolled, the atmosphere at True's celebration was deceptively bright. Guests mingled beneath pastel arches, tables overflowed with sweets, and the joyous hum of children echoed throughout the venue. Yet beneath the surface, tensions simmered. Khloé, despite her best efforts, carried the weight of recent betrayals. Her face, radiant for her daughter, betrayed flickers of unease whenever Tristan's name surfaced. And then there was Kim, the bold sister, unafraid of speaking truth where silence had been easier. The drama began subtly. Kim Kardashian, known for her fierce loyalty and protective nature, noticed Khloé withdrawing, her smile faltering every time Tristan moved closer to the family circle. It wasn't the first time these wounds were reopened. For Khloé, Tristan Thompson was more than just an ex. He was the man who had repeatedly tested the limits of her forgiveness. And here, on True's day of celebration, his presence was impossible to ignore. Kim leaned into her role not just as a sister, but as a voice. She had seen Khloé put on a brave face countless times. She had watched her cry behind closed doors, only to walk into public with strength. But today, Kim refused to let Khloé carry the burden in silence. And so, at the most unexpected moment, she confronted the unspoken Khloé. Kim said gently, but firmly, as the laughter of children danced through the air, "You can't keep pretending this doesn't hurt you. Everyone can see it." The words cut through the celebration like a sharp gust of wind, chilling the room for a moment. Khloé froze. Tristan's name wasn't spoken yet, but it lingered between the sisters, unspoken yet undeniable. The guests might have seen two sisters sharing a private moment, but for those close enough, it was clear this was no casual exchange. Khloé tried to laugh it off. She brushed Kim's words aside with a nervous smile, her eyes darting to the crowd, to the cameras, to anywhere but her sister's piercing gaze. "It's fine, Kim. It's True's day. I don't want to ruin it," she whispered. But Kim, relentless in her honesty, wouldn't let go. "This isn't about ruining anything. It's about you. It's about what you deserve." And he's standing right here, pretending like nothing happened. The he, of course, was Tristan Thompson, standing in the same room, mingling with family, celebrating his daughter, as though the past could be erased with balloons and cake. For Kim, it was unbearable. For Khloé, it was a painful reminder of promises broken, of love turned sour, of trust shattered time and again. The room seemed to shrink. Conversations quieted as eyes subtly shifted toward the sisters. Khloé's chest tightened. She had held herself together for so long, keeping her pain behind a polished exterior. But in that moment at True's celebration, her walls began to crack. Tears welled in her eyes. She tried to blink them away, tried to keep her voice steady. But the weight of Kim's words, the undeniable presence of Tristan, and the overwhelming contrast between celebration and heartbreak became too much. Her voice trembled as she whispered, "I can't keep doing this, Kim. Not here, not today." The tears fell. Khloé Kardashian, so often the strong one, the forgiving one, the resilient one, broke down at her daughter's party. And it was Kim, direct, unafraid, protective, who had forced the truth into the open. What unfolded in that moment wasn't just family drama. It was the culmination of years of scandal and heartbreak. From Tristan's high-profile infidelities to Khloé's attempts to rebuild, the saga had been laid bare in the public eye. Fans had seen it, all the whispers of cheating, the photographs that made headlines, the public apologies, the private reconciliations. And now, at True's celebration, the story reached another peak, with Kim as the voice of confrontation. The room shifted once again. Some guests looked away, giving the sisters space. Others watched intently, aware they were witnessing a deeply personal moment play out in real time. Tristan himself stiffened, his smile faltering as the weight of the conversation reached him. The unspoken became undeniable. Kim's words weren't meant to humiliate. They were meant to liberate. In her eyes, Khloé deserved more than quiet suffering. She deserved to reclaim her voice, even if it meant shedding tears in front of family and friends. And so, Kim held her sister's hand, whispering with fierce determination, "You are stronger than this. You don't need to hide it anymore." The drama of that day was more than just a family feud. It was a reflection of the Kardashian dynamic sisters bound by loyalty, unafraid of confrontation, and always willing to speak the truth, no matter how uncomfortable. Kim Kardashian bringing Khloé to tears wasn't cruelty. It was honesty in its rawest form. It was the painful reminder that love can wound, but family can heal Khloé. The pain was visible, the emotion uncontainable. But in her sister's words, there was also a strange sense of relief. For once, she didn't have to pretend. For once, she didn't have to smile through the storm. And as quickly as the storm rose, the celebration carried on. Children continued to laugh, balloons swayed in the air, and True, blissfully unaware of the drama surrounding her, enjoyed the magic of her special day. Yet, for the adults in the room, and for the millions who would later hear the story, True's celebration would forever be remembered as the day Kim confronted Khloé's pain, the day Tristan's shadow loomed large, and the day truth brought tears in the days that followed. Headlines blazed with the story. Kim Kardashian brings Khloé to tears over Tristan drama at True's celebration. Fans debated endlessly, was Kim right to confront her sister so publicly? Was the party the right place? Was Tristan's presence justified? Social media split into camps, those who admired Kim's bravery, those who pitied Khloé's pain, and those who once again condemned Tristan for the chaos he brought into Khloé's life. The Kardashian, masters of turning personal pain into public narrative, allowed the story to unfold in their reality, in their own voices. Yet the moment at True's celebration remained raw, unfiltered, and unforgettable. For behind every headline was a family navigating the complexities of loyalty, betrayal, forgiveness, and truth. Kim's confrontation will be remembered as a turning point, not because it ruined a party, but because it exposed the very essence of what the Kardashian family represents: resilience through adversity, sisterhood through struggle, and the courage to face painful truths, even in the most unlikely of moments. For Khloé, the tears shed that day weren't a sign of weakness. They were a release, a breaking of the facade, a moment where her pain was acknowledged rather than hidden. For Kim, it was an act of love and yielding, bold and unafraid. And for Tristan, it was yet another reminder that his actions carried consequences far beyond himself. True's celebration will always be remembered for its glittering beauty. But beneath that beauty lies a moment of raw humanity. A moment where balloons, laughter, and tears collided. A moment where Kim Kardashian brought Khloé to tears not out of malice, but out of love. A moment where Tristan's drama once again cast its shadow, reminding everyone that even in celebration, truth cannot be silenced. And so the story lives on, retold in whispers, in headlines, in the collective memory of those who witnessed it. Kim Kardashian bringing Khloé to tears over Tristan drama at True's celebration. A story of sisters, of pain, of love, and of truth forever etched into the narrative of one of the most famous families in the world.